is this book is, like I said, totally different genre. I will tell you a little bit about what the book is about, and then we're going to start reading, and hopefully you can close your eyes and fall asleep. So, this book is about this teenage girl named Layla, and she just wants to be normal, but I think she is half demon. days, which means she needed to be tagged and dealt with ASAP. A flyer on a green lamppost caught my attention. A fierce scowl and a sense of protectiveness filled me as I read the thing. Warning, wardens aren't God's children. Repent now. Now the end is nigh. Underneath the words was a crudely drawn picture of what I assumed was a rabid coyote mixed with a chupacabra. Sponsored by the Church of God's Children, I muttered, rolling my eyes. Nice. I hated fanatics. A diner down the block had the flyers. Plastered across its windows, and a sign proclaiming they refused to serve wardens. Anger spread through me like an out-of-control wildfire. These idiots had no idea all this warden sacrificed for them. I drew in a deep breath, letting it out slowly. I needed to focus on my poser instead of silently stomping my mental feet on my pretend soapbox. Lady Poser turned a corner and glanced over her shoulder, her glassy eyes drifting over me, dismissing me outright. The demon in her didn't sense anything abnormal about me. The demon inside of me was in a hurry to get this over with, especially after my cell went off, vibrating against my thigh, probably Stacy wondering where the hell I was. I wanted to be done with this and go back to being normal for the rest of the evening. Without thinking, I reached up and pulled on the chain around my neck. The old ring dangling off the silver rope felt hot and heavy in my hand. As I passed a group of kids around my age, their gazes moved over me, stopped, and then swung right back. Of course they stared. Everybody did. My hair was long, a big deal there, but there was such a pale blonde that it nearly looked white. I hated when people stared. It made me feel like an albino. But it was my eyes that really caught people's attention. They were light gray, almost leached of color. Zane said I looked like the long-lost sister of the elf in Lord of the Rings. That was a huge confidence booster. Sigh. Dusk had begun to settle in the nation's capital as I rounded Rhode Island Avenue and came to a complete stop. Everything and everyone around me had disappeared in an instant. There, in the soft flicker of the street lamps, I saw the soul. It looked as if someone had dipped a bush into red paint and then flicked it over a soft black canvas. This guy had a bad soul. He wasn't under the influence of a demon, but it was just plain old evil all on his own. The dull ache in my gut flared to life. People pushed past me, casting annoyed looks in my direction. A few even muttered. I didn't care. I didn't care about their soft pink souls, a color I usually found so pretty. I finally focused on the figure behind the soul, an older man, dressed in a generic business suit and tie, briefcase handle clutched in a meaty hand. Nothing to run from, think she just got distracted. Okay. Just a few more steps and his soul would be so close right there. So I think the way she takes the soul is by kissing. That's why she talks about that. I knew the first taste would spark the sweetest fire imaginable, a high for which there was no equivalent. It wouldn't last very long, but the brief moments of pure ecstasy lingered as a potent allure. His lips wouldn't even need to touch mine, just an inch or so, and I'd taste his soul, never take it all. Just taking his soul would kill him, and that was evil, and I wasn't. This was evil. I jerked back, breaking eye contact. Pain exploded in my stomach, shooting through my limbs. Turning away from the man was like denying my lungs of oxygen. My skin burned. I think that's really interesting that I think this is a really interesting take that she's a demon too, because usually it's like the guy is a demon or whatever, but like because I got kind of sick of stories where it was like good girl and bad boy, but I like that they made her a gray character from what I can tell right now, because those characters are more interesting to me than the like, oh, I'm such a good girl, like never do it, like, you know, like those innocent girls usually in like books. It's like, not that that's a bad thing, but I just feel like it's been used so many times, so I really like that this character is like gray, you know. Okay. My skin burned and my throat felt raw as I forced one leg in front of the other. It was a struggle to keep walking, to not think about the man, to find the poser again, but when I finally spotted her, I let out the breath I was holding. Focusing on the demon at least served as a distraction. I followed her into a narrow alley between the dollar store and a check cashing place. All I needed to do was touch her, which I should have done back at the McDonald's. I stopped halfway, looked around, and then cursed. The alley was empty. Black garage bags lined mold-covered brick walls. Dumpsters overflowed with more trash, and creatures scurried along the gravel. I shuddered, eyeing the bags warily. Most likely rats, but other things hid in the shadows, things that were worse than rats, and a hell of a lot creepier. I walked in, scanning the dark passage as I absently twisted the necklace between my fingers. I wish I'd had the foresight to pack a flashlight in my school bag, but that would have made too much sense. Instead, I'd put a new tube of lip gloss and a baggie full of cookies in there this morning. Real helpful stuff. I mean, cookies and lip gloss can be helpful. seeker was growing angrier by the second, clenching and unclenching his meaty fists. They were about to blow and blow bad. Grabbing my book bag, I held it in front of me like the lamest shield ever. Then again, there wasn't a thing in this world besides a warden that could stop an upper-level demon. Wait, he said, don't run off yet. Don't think about coming any closer, I warned. I wouldn't think of doing anything you didn't... Hold on. Okay. I wouldn't think of doing anything you didn't want me to do. Ignoring whatever that meant, I continued to edge around the seeker demon and toward the mouth of the alley that seemed so incredibly far away. You're running away, the upper-level demon sighed. Even after I asked you not to, and I think I was really nice about it. He glanced at the seeker, frowning. Wasn't I nice? The seeker growled. I mean, no offense, but I don't care how nice you are. You're interrupting my job, you tool. I stumbled over the insult. Besides the fact that the seeker was speaking to an upper-level demon like that, it was such a human thing to say. You know what they say, the other demon countered. Stick and stones may break your bones, but I'm going to demolish you. Screw this. If I got back to the main street, I could lose both of them. They couldn't attack in front of humans, rules and all. Well, these two were going to play by the rules. Well, if these two were going to play by the rules, which seemed doubtful. If these two... I whipped around, dashing toward the opening of the alley. I didn't make it far, very far. The seeker hit me like a freaking NFL linebacker, knocking me against the dumpster. Black spots darkened my vision. Something squeaky and furry dropped on my head. Shrieking like a banshee, I reached up and grabbed hold of the squirming body. Little claws tangled in my hair. 2 seconds from stroking out, I yanked the rat out of my hair and tossed it onto the garbage bags. It squeaked as it bounced and then darted into a crack in the wall. With a low snarl, the upper-level demon appeared behind the seeker, grabbing him by the throat. A second later, he had the seeker dangling several feet off the ground. Now that wasn't very nice, he said in a low, ominous voice. Spinning around, he tossed the seeker like a beanbag. The seeker slammed into the opposite wall, hitting his knees. The upper-level demon raised his arm, and the snake tattoo lifted off his skin, breaking apart into a million black dots. They floated into the air between him and the seeker, hung for a second, then dropped to the ground. The dots oozed together, forming a thick black mass. No, not a mass, but a huge freaking snake at least 10 feet long and wide as I was. I sprang to my feet, ignoring the wave of dizziness. The thing spun toward me, rising halfway up, its eyes burned an unholy red. A scream caught in my throat. Don't be scared of Bambi, the demon said. She's only curious and maybe a little bit hungry. The thing was named Bambi. Oh my god, the thing stared at me like it wanted to eat me. The giant snake didn't try to make his snack back. When it swung back towards the seeker, I nearly fell over from relief. But then it shot across a small space, rising until its monstrous head hovered over the petrified lesser demon. The snake opened its mouth, revealing 2 fangs the size of my hand, and past them a yawning black hole. Okay, the demon murmured, smirking. Maybe she's a lot hungry. I took that as a clue to book it out of the alley. Wait, yelled the demon, and when I didn't stop, but run faster than I ever had before, his curse echoed in my head. I crossed the avenues bordering 2 Point Circle, passing the shop I'd planned on joining Stacy and Samet only when I reached she meets that she starts like a love affair with,